In this video, I will be showing you how to get rid of your acne scars and improve your skin texture by using the DERMA-ROLLER. I am so grateful for you. I have a degree in mathematical sciences from the University of Bath. So I'm basically a maths nerd. So I look at every clinical research and data I can find and interpret it for you so you don't have to. The number one thing that has really helped me is using the DERMA-ROLLER. I will show you the correct way to use it to get results and my full routine on what I do to improve the texture of my skin and large open pores. Orange peel, get out of here. Before I dive into all of that, I did want to share a bit of my story on how I got here. You can skip to the next chapter if you don't care. I won't be offended, don't worry. So it was a bit of a weird one. I've always suffered from hair loss, and from a young age, the story of how I got acne is actually very closely linked. So I was in Morocco visiting my dad for the summer, and this was just before I started university. I was begging my stepmom to take me to see a dermatologist about my hair. I thought, why not? It's not my money. They've got really good healthcare over there, right? Anyways, so this dermatologist takes a look at my scalp, not with any sort of microscope, just looks at it and is like, okay, I've got you. Take these contraceptive pills and this will clear your hair loss. I was like, okay. Me and my naive era, I was so young. I was like, okay. I started taking these blooming pills and they gave me cystic acne. This contraceptive pill was prescribed to people with cystic acne, and it gave me cystic acne. This was just before I started second year at uni. The heck? Anyways, these critters left gaping holes in my face, which I'm still battling to this day. So the worst thing is that about 5 years ago, I got CO2 fractional laser, and that ruined my skin. When I tell you ruined, it literally did nothing to my scars. I felt like it made them bigger and then made my pores absolutely huge. I can't lie, I felt so hurt and sad because I know what it feels like to go through acne and then acne scarring on top of that. It's a horrific place to be. But with that said, I'm here to help. So let's get into derma-rollering for acne scars and show you exactly how to get rid of them. So the mechanism of action is the microneedling process. Derma rollers use small needles to create micro injuries on the skin surface, and these controlled injuries trigger the body's natural wound healing process. So this healing process actually stimulates collagen and elasticin. These are key proteins for skin elasticity and strength. Increased collagen can fill in and smooth out acne scars, and over time, this new collagen helps to remodel the skin and it reduces the appearance of scars. So what kind of scars will this work for? So particularly for rolling and boxcar scars, these are really common types of acne scarring, and this solution is really gonna help that kind of scarring. That being said, I do have really deep acne scars, so I do think it is effective even at some of the deeper acne scars as well. So before we begin the steps and routine to using the DERMA-ROLLER, let's go over the tools, the time commitment, and the results. You're gonna need a 1.5mm DERMA-ROLLER. You want one with real needles. This is because real needles are more effective, and I actually recently did an experiment between fake needle discs that look like triangular knives versus the real needle DERMA-ROLLER, and the effect that it has on your skin is more likely to not cause more scarring. Additionally, you want 1.5 because you want it to go past the upper layer of the skin and go to the dermis. That is where collagen is produced, past the epidermis. And 1.5mm has been the best I've found personally, but also through trawling through a lot of research, that length is the best. So in terms of timings, I do it once a week. I really recommend starting off at every 3 weeks and then checking how your skin goes. Collagen takes a long time to produce. It takes 4 to 6 weeks to regenerate, so you really want to be patient with it. I saw results after the first time. I'm not even joking. Like, my skin was plump, it looked fuller. I literally could tell the difference straight away. But you're probably gonna see results after 3 to 4 months of consistent use. So let's get into step by step on how to use the DERMA-ROLLER to get rid of your acne scars. So step 1, you wanna cleanse and disinfect the DERMA-ROLLER. You want to use rubbing alcohol to disinfect and get rid of any bacteria. And I also use a soft bristle toothbrush to get in between the derma-roller needles. You will bleed. Alcohol doesn't get rid of like fatty cells or blood, so you do want to use like something like antibacterial hand wash to get really in there to get rid of those dead skin cells and to get rid of any of those blood spots. Not to alarm you. Okay, now the derma roller is ready. We want to get the skin ready. So that includes double cleansing. So I normally start off with getting rid of any makeup that I have on my skin and then using an oil-based cleanser. So this is to just remove the additional makeup that I've missed, impurities, and then I use more of a gel cleanser to really get in between my pores. Sometimes a day before I will do some extractions to make sure that my pores are clean. You don't want to introduce sebum or bacteria into your skin and rolling. So I have really large open pores, so you want to make sure you want to get rid of any of sebaceous filaments, blackheads, whiteheads. So that's really important. I only recently found out what sebaceous filaments is. So there is a difference between the sebum that gets clogged in your skin is not the same as blackheads, which is more when it oxidizes and you have dead skin cells. So long story short, make sure your skin is very clean. So step 2, this is optional. You are a little bit of a wimp when it comes to pain. You can numb your skin and face first. So I did this in the beginning. I don't do that anymore because I feel like I have built that pain threshold and I feel like my skin does better when I'm not putting any numbing cream on. But you can use numbing cream. Here is how I use numbing cream. Be careful, like that, I felt like I was gonna suffocate myself for a second. Time to take the numbing cream off, the cling film. I'm just gonna, it feels pretty numb, like to touch. Step 3, this is how you're going to microneedle with the device. So you want to go in all directions. So you're gonna start off with going horizontally in one direction. You wanna go horizontally and then lift after the pass. In that direction, lift it at the end and come back in the same direction. Then you want to do it in the other direction, vertically with lifting on the pass, diagonally lifting on the pass, and the other diagonal lifting on the pass. When you are microneedling, you do want to get pinpoint bleeding. So that shows that you've gone past the epidermis into the dermis, and that is when I said the micro injuries that are going to be caused, they're going to help stimulate collagen production and create new skin and repair some of the damage that the acne has done to your skin. Again, this is looking at research and studies and also what has really helped me. Step 4, this is what you do after. So this is the serums. You want to make sure you're using a very natural serum, not one that has a lot of chemicals. I like to use a vitamin C sheet mask. You can also use hyaluronic acid. Never ever use acids or retinoids after you've microneedled. That your skin is very vulnerable at that point. You don't want to use any chemicals that are going into your bloodstream, because remember, we have created micro injuries to the dermis and there is pinpoint bleeding, so there is a chance that it could go to your bloodstream. So using a vitamin C or hyaluronic acid is really important. If you are going to get sun exposure, it's really important to protect your skin, wear a hat, make sure you're not getting direct sun exposure after microneedling. You want to make sure that your skin has SPF as well. So any sun exposure after microneedling can cause pigmentation, so just be careful. Do give it a go, let me know how you get on, and if you have any questions about the technique or anything else, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, I will see you guys in the next video, bye!